There is an AI and DePIN altcoin that is brewing and gaining a lot of traction underneath the surface, unbeknownst to probably yourself and many others in the space, but is likely going to be the #1 ranking AI and DePIN altcoin of this bull run. I'm going to tell you what this coin is today, but I'm also going to tell you about why I think this is going to be such a great altcoin, and personally speaking, why I've gone all in for this cycle. Okay, I'm not talking about doing a Jerry Banfield here and throwing every single penny I make into this coin, but it is by far the most invested altcoin I have in my portfolio. So I should really say something, okay? I have a lot of faith in this, and for good reason. AI and DePIN, forget this coin for a second, are massive narratives, guys. I dare say AI is the #1 ranking narrative of the bull run. DePIN probably sits at #2 or likewise, but what we've seen so far based on AI and DePIN altcoins in the cycle is they've performed extremely well on average. Most of these coins are at least 5x up, probably sitting around a 10x right now. They have done really well, at least a lot better than any other altcoin in the market, probably aside from meme coins. Go figure there, right? So this right here is the addressable market size of the AI market right now, okay? Roughly about $2 trillion globally. Now, in just 1 year, it's expected to go up a whopping almost 2 trillion. So it's basically doubling the market size in the real world. Forget crypto. This is crypto-esque gains in the real world. Very similar to the dot-com boom, which gives me more confidence in this altcoin and the whole AI narrative space in general. Now, by 2030, the next bull run, it's expected to be upwards of $13 to $15 trillion and a more conservative 12 trillion. So that's just incredible, okay? This coin, given what it is and its partners, I believe will do well in the bear market, but also has the capabilities based on the real-world application here to do well and probably rank one of the top altcoins in crypto for the next cycle. So it's one of those very few S-tier class altcoins we can say are going to perform great now and great in the future. You can't go wrong. I always say, heaven forbid something happens to you and you end up in the hospital or, degen out and forget to sell your old coins. At least if you buy coins like this, chances are you will make money in the future. They will continue to perform well. Now, not to beat a dead horse, I've brought this article up and mentioned this many, many times before, but guys, AI and DePINs are again poised to be the quote power duo of the bull run. This is quoted from guys from Peak Network, a large DePIN player, and DAOmaker, one of the largest community-run VCs in cryptocurrency. The demand is here. I think it's very evident right now, and if you refuse to believe that, then you need to do more research. What is this coin? As you can see on screen here, well, this is the top AI ecosystems by social activity as of pretty much end of April, right? May, basically. You'll notice that 3 coins are on this list. Fetch, SingularityNET, and Ocean. Now, Fetch being #1, AGIX being #5, and Ocean being #6. I guess many of you already know what I'm about to say next. The coin is ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. Now, why it's important to look at social activity for these sort of coins here is that crypto is heavily run by 2 things. How unique, how interesting, and how understandable a project is, better known as the meme. And #2 is marketing. If you have these 2 things, you can have zero utility, you can have zero partners, you can have, God forbid, crap absolute venture capitalist right funding. But those 2 things are what fundamentally makes a project do well in this cycle. It's a speculation run cycle. And right now, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, these 3 coins individually have those 2 things. And yet, they're joining forces in a conglomerate, again, creating a new coin called ASI, a decentralized AI and DePIN powerhouse to fight the centralized players in the real world. Again, forget all these guys you're seeing in crypto right now. Okay, they're all good coins, or some of them are at least anyway. Okay, but these guys are leaps and bounds ahead. They're trying to compete with the ChatGPTs and largers of the world. That's large as even a real word, okay? So what is ASI when we boil it all down? ASI is the largest open source decentralized network focused on accelerating the development of decentralized AGI. Okay, we'll go over some of the numbers here. If you hold these 3 coins, we'll talk about what this means for you in just a moment. But AGI is artificial general intelligence, basically the collective knowledge power and I guess intelligence of the entire human race. So it's only as smart as the smartest person in the world, basically. But ASI is what they're trying to basically push directly through. At breakneck speed, they're trying to go directly through and past AGI, which is about a year or 2 away from being developed, apparently, straight to ASI. This will be the smartest thing in the world. Again, pretty much outsmarting anyone in the entire human history and being as smart as any sentient being, I think, even combined. Okay, so we're talking about an incredible power in this case. And we could talk all day about the benefits of the partnership. I will mention some here, but I want to go straight towards some numbers. Talk to you about the multiples possibly being made, because I can see some of you guys thinking to yourselves, Kyron, we've heard of this coin already. Apparently, it's supposed to launch at a $7.5 billion market cap. Apparently. Well, guys, sometimes the large market cap altcoins, okay, are the ones that tend to be some of the best performers, 20x plus from this point in time. Think of Cardano in the last cycle, 30xing from this point in time at a $4.5 billion market cap. So think of a coin hitting AI and DePIN. Again, massive narratives, launching, give or take, if it was to launch today at about a $5 billion market cap. Think about the possible gains in this case. Okay, if you're calling a 20x or a 30x bad, okay, that is somewhat safe, at least comparable to other AI DePIN altcoins that are like micro small caps. You're dreaming, absolutely dreaming, okay, with, of course, all due respect. Now, here's some of the key partnerships and benefits of the partnership with this coin. It's going to create the largest open source decentralized project in the AI research and development space by far, not just by market cap in terms of collective knowledge power amongst the three teams. It's going to create a powerful, compelling alternative to big tech's control over AI development. Again, this is very important because it's also going to ensure ethical and trustworthy practices, which again is funny because if you guys remember why Elon Musk tried suing Sam Altman, the co-founder and co-creator of OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, okay? He did this because Elon Musk invested in them with the sole intention here being that it was going to be open sourced and used for the betterment of humanity. And that's what we're trying to achieve here with ASI, right? Advancing development of the technology on the blockchain, so AI on the blockchain. And this alliance is going to also facilitate the commercialization of each company's technology, granting universal access to cutting-edge AI platforms and large databases, because Fetch has had a recent massive multi-million-dollar funding round to go out and buy the latest NVIDIA AI-powered chips, okay? H200s and H100s. These are the two chips that are very expensive, tens of thousands of dollars each. They're going to be buying hundreds of them to power their decentralized, again, DePIN network for this alliance, okay? The benefits of artificial superintelligence are so monumental, they should not be controlled by the few and must therefore be decentralized. Hence, again, I pull back to this particular case over here. Elon Musk knows this, all right? Fetch AI's advanced autonomous AI agents and blockchain infrastructure will be what Fetch brings to the table. SingularityNET's rich research and development heritage in AI development. Now, this is important because Ben Goerzel, the guy who founded and is the CEO of SingularityNET, actually created Sophia, that sort of AI bot that kind of took the world by storm and still is very, very impressive to this day. He was Hanson Robotics' chief scientist, who, again, Hanson Robotics created this, all right? So this guy is arguably the father of AI. People have been quoted to call him that. And also Ocean Protocol's data sharing and monetization, okay? So they all have three unique aspects coming together, joining forces. We're not doubling up on silly things here. They're actually coming together to do things, you know, for the betterment of this collective. Now, what I found super important here and interesting is that these three projects are only going to be the founding members of this collective. There will be more that join, which is an even more bullish aspect. You have to remember, okay, these three in of themselves are going to probably take the whole AI and definitely crypto space by storm. But when you start tacking on more companies or projects building with them, again, this is just not even including crypto. This could include real Web2 AI companies as well. It's going to cause a massive surge in demand for the token. I mean, guys, part of being a crypto investor, we have to almost forecast a future event that might give the project a lot of attention at a given time. This also includes exchange listings and new partnerships, which of course can come from such a thing. Now, this is also an update video because, again, I've made a video on this a while back and everyone's asking me, Kyron, what's new? Have you heard more information from this? And yes, we have. Again, I'll break down the maths here momentarily to allow you to figure out if you've bought these three coins or one of these three coins to see how much you're going to get out of this particular change in this particular merge. But I do want to say as well, it has been passed, all right? This is just Singularity's voting, but it does speak for the other two protocols as well. There was quite a large yes vote. Actually, considering a lot of these votes do typically go to the side of yes in governance proposals typically. There was a substantial amount of no's as well, and I think a lot of people are voting no or had voted no because of the initial reasons I would have voted no, which was the fact that we're going to be at a much larger market cap now, therefore diminishing the potential returns for investors. This isn't necessarily true, and I'm going to tell you why here in a second. But before we do, I want to say again, this is the roadmap for the project, okay? Interestingly, they have said that each foundation is still free to do as they like to bring forward the values and adoption of decentralized AI. So they aren't like joining complete forces and merging all of their teams. They're just going to have one single website to share between them. They're still going to have independent Twitter accounts. They're going to be completely independent of one another, but they have created a collective. So in a sense, you can argue this does sound weaker than merging all three companies and actually going forward, but they are working together on this collective. This collective is a joint operation. They're just independent teams doing their own thing and then coming together. The whole intention here being this is decentralized AI. This is basically a product here of crypto philosophy, and therefore that means that merging all three teams, you become centralized. The goal is to maintain decentralization, thus having three independent teams. So that was their reasoning. Now, again, I want to quickly take you guys through some of the math to allow you to be prepared as to what is about to come next. Now, here is the breakdown of the new token supply. They're minting a whole bunch more tokens onto the Fetch network. So Fetch's token will remain just rebranded to ASI. Ocean and AGIX are going to be closing down, and Fetch will mint those new tokens, and Ocean and AGIX holders will then have those tokens. Okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about what that looks like here momentarily here, but they are expecting to start this very, very soon. As of about mid-April, they said in the next coming weeks, so this should be picking up steam here sometime in May, if not June, and they better get their asses into gear because the bull run's about to kick off, and if they want to gain the most exposure, and they definitely know this, by the way, these guys aren't stupid, they're going to have to make an announcement and make this merge happen pretty quickly as this, new money flows into the market as well. So they anticipate here a market value of $7.5 billion, but that's given at that time Fetch's current price. I'll show you how to work this out here momentarily, but long story short, it'll probably launch, at least at today's price, at about a 5 or 5.5 billion market cap. So again, right now, Fetch's max supply is 1.1 billion tokens. They're going to add 1.4 billion, which is over double the supply for AGIX and Ocean holders. It will not dilute the price, okay? This won't do anything for the price of the, again, we're going to say Fetch and ASI interchangeably here. They're both the same token at this point. It won't do anything for that new token because these tokens are instantly being given to people, okay? And unless these people actually decide to sell on the open market, that's only when the price will drop. If these tokens are being instantly delivered to each of the token holders, it'll do nothing, okay? Again, only when they sell. So this will be the new max supply of this new token. But it won't be the price or the market cap that you will roughly be getting in at. I'll tell you why here. So if you own any Fetch, AGIX, or Ocean Protocol token, here's what you want to do. Fetch, very easy. However many tokens you own for Fetch, it's a 1-to-1. One Fetch is one ASI. SingularityNET, you'll have to work out a bit of a ratio here. So if you hold 10,000 AGIX tokens, the simple math is 10,000 tokens multiplied by this ratio. This ratio is fixed, so is Ocean Protocol. You do 10,000, 0.43335, and that'll give you amount of tokens, and that many tokens is how many ASI tokens you hold. Same thing with Ocean. If you're like me and hold both AGIX and Fetch, you'll obviously just add whatever this new token amount is to your holdings in either of these two other assets. Now, when you do that, it'll give you your total tokens you will own worth of ASI. What you do then is work out how much money you've invested into these coins. Not how much they're worth right now, but how much money you've invested in terms of dollars into this. And then you'll go pretty much dollars divided by tokens, and you'll get your entry price into ASI. So quickly here, I own about 22,000 AGIX tokens. I'll run that equation. So 22,000 times 0.43350 equals that many ASI tokens. I own 7,000 Fetch. Therefore, very simple. I'll own about 7,000 ASI. You add those two together, you get 17,000 ASI tokens. I've invested almost 42,000 into this. That means I've averaged in at $2.38. And to work out what market cap that actually equals, it's very simple. $2.38 multiplied by the circulating supply at launch. This isn't the max supply I told you moments ago. That's about 2.6 billion. There's a few more tokens to still enter circulation. this is how much will be available at launch. So that multiplied by that equals about 5.5 billion market cap. So what I'm saying right now is, considering the current price of Fetch is actually beneath $2.38, and it's currently at $2.04, we can assume, roughly speaking, if this merge was to happen today, the current market cap of ASI would be about $5 billion, and I would have bought in obviously a bit higher than that, at about a 5.5 billion market cap. So talking about multiples now, of course, very simple. If I'm going to 2x, it's about 11 billion market cap. If I'm going to 10x, 55 billion market cap. 20x is about 110 billion market cap. However, remember guys, we're talking about altcoins here that's going to put this project inside the top 20 in terms of market cap size, and many of these altcoins, not considering the fact that they're AI or DePIN focused, will go close to or exceed a 100 billion market cap. So I don't doubt for a second this coin's going to blow people away. Yes, you can call me ambitious, crazy, or a moon boy. That's okay. I'm not telling you guys this is guaranteed, but from what I'm seeing so far, this project is going to absolutely blow people's faces away. And again, I like to invest in coins that will do well in this cycle, and if something were to happen, do well in the bear market, survive a bear market, and do well in 2030, the next bull run as well, okay? So this is one especially for the more conservative investor, someone looking for a 5 or 10x that wants access to DePIN and AI to invest in. So I hope you have enjoyed if you were one of those people. If you were someone hoping for more multiples or a smaller microcap project, check out my video on a top AI DePIN altcoin called Flux Network down below. That one's at about a 300 mil market cap, and I believe that project could, 40, 50x even this cycle. Huge potential for that one. You might find it more interesting. Thanks all. Bye.